Guys, today I just received some data, and this data is definitely going to cause a lot of pain with cryptocurrency investors. Guys, do not get caught off guard. I'm going to explain what this means moving forward, so stick around. I'm also going to talk about Bitcoin on the shorter time frames, what to be on the lookout for, longer time frames. I will talk about altcoins because altcoins are definitely having a massive month so far, and much more. So guys, make sure to stick around. Let's get straight into it. So welcome back everybody. My name is Chris, bringing you cryptocurrency videos every day, teaching you how to make money in this market. If you are new to the channel, then make sure to subscribe and activate the bell right now. So let's get straight into it first on the shorter time frames, guys. And what you can see is actually pretty interesting for Bitcoin right now, because we can draw a trend line like this on the 4-hourly time frame. You can do it also on the 1-hourly time frame. But you can see we are having a little bit of a trend line like this, and you can also see that we're definitely having a resistance line sloping down here. So you can see we're having a little bit of a trend, like a little bit of a formation right here going on. And so this is going to potentially break out actually in the next few hours. So yeah, we're paying attention to that, guys. Also, if we look at the volume right now, you can see that we are having very insignificant volume here recently. Actually, the volume is pretty much at a, well, what is that? Definitely a monthly low, but also maybe something like a quarterly low, what we're seeing right now. So the volume is very low right now, meaning if the volume is low, of course, there's more opportunities to direct the price in either direction depending on where you want it to go. So prepare for a move, guys. It could be coming sooner rather than later. Now, this can we can of course also extend this. We can extend this trend line. So should we have a breakdown from this level, if we have a breakdown, then we can pay attention to the prolonged trend line on the way up. And same thing here, if we do have a breakout from this point, well, we do have still this trend line moving up here. So depending on how price reacts here on the breakout of this move, we are still paying attention to these trend lines, guys. So yes, do pay attention to those. Also, this particular trend line, you can extend it all the way down here for something potentially like this. So there's a couple of different ways to draw this. Nonetheless, it seems likely that we're going to have a move today or tomorrow, most likely today. Now, there's also another important thing I want to talk about, and that is on the daily time frame, because where we are at right now is actually a significant point in Bitcoin's long-term macro structure, because you can see that this orange box was actually the point in which we got rejected previously. When we saw massive pumps in Bitcoin and we saw a big move, got rejected off this orange box, had a pullback, had a couple of another push into the orange box here, got rejected, several pushes above here as well, but ultimately got rejected and started to go down, and we formed a new low. But here's the thing, we are right now testing this same level here. So if we can have a move to the upside and just clear this general area and take off, we don't really have that much resistance above this level. So bold orange line here at 26,400, and then you have an orange box up here at approximately $30,000. So if we can clear that, if we do have enough momentum to break through these patterns, break through the orange box, up here, move into the $30,000 level, this is what could be happening here sooner rather than later. But there are looming dangers as well right now in the crypto space. But all in all, same strategy is still going strong, moving into this teal box here. Nothing to worry about. We could have pullbacks. Pullbacks are to be expected, of course, but on the macro structure, things are still looking decent for Bitcoin. Things are still going according to plan. Now, before I talk about this data right here, just a quick little bit of piece on altcoins. So, you know, we've been talking about this orange box, how this could be a massive resistance for altcoins. The Bitcoin dominance here, the altcoins have been having a nice rally here recently, and I was actually anticipating the Bitcoin dominance to stop at this orange line, but we went slightly above it, actually made this support, and then we started to go down here, and that is when the altcoins really started to go up. I'm gonna adjust this a tiny little bit here on the bodies of the candles. That means that you can see that we're having a couple of touching points right here. We also have a couple of touching points right here, and also the bodies of the candles here. So this makes more sense. So should we have another push on the Bitcoin dominance and towards this orange line, then we know that this could be a turning point again. But for now, the altcoins are going to outperform for as long as this Bitcoin dominance continues to go down. Where is it going to stop? That is yet to be seen, but it's definitely cool to see the altcoins having significant gains here. This is definitely something we have been waiting for. And same thing on the DXY. The DXY was having 2 tremendous days here recently, but look at this. We are right now approaching the orange box with the orange box with the red line here. So this is going to be a significant point of resistance for the dollar index. Although the dollar index, massive green candles, this would be a logical turning point for it to start to come down. And at that point, of course, Bitcoin, assets in general, going up, moving into that. Also, of course, the altcoin index, which we've been talking about, went into it lower here. At the index, we went down to 20. But from that point, of course, altcoins have had a bounce. So right now we are above this blue line, which is the 25 on the index right here. So let's see if we are going to have something like this, where we go and break this, and then we just continue towards a massive altcoin season, or if we are gonna have something more close to, let me see here, perhaps something like this, where we go down, we break above it just for it to start continuing down again, and then that would be a massive buying opportunities for altcoins down here at the lower range of the altcoin index. Now let's talk about some big dangers, because we know that the inflation is going down right now. So the inflation for December was 6.5%. In 9 days, we're gonna have new CPI data telling us what the inflation for January was. But look at this, and this is important. So you know that the inflation is measured compared to the previous year, meaning 6.5% in December of 2022 means that we had 6.5% higher inflation than December of 2021, which was already pretty high actually at 6.8%. But moving into, it was 7%. Now moving into these months of January, February, March, and so on, we are going to have the highest months of inflation we had in 2022, okay? So these are going to be very significant. So on the data, we are most likely going to see the inflation go down significantly. This is what the market is expecting, right? But there's also another way to measure this. We can measure it year to year, meaning comparing it to the prior year, same month, but the prior year. But we can also measure it in terms of the previous month, meaning are we on track of actually getting control of the inflation? And we do have some early data coming in here, and the market is right now expecting the data, in fact, to go up by 0.5% for January. This is from the Bloomberg terminal, so we will see. This is just what the market believes here, but if this is going to be the case, this could be an early warning that maybe for this particular month of January, when the inflation data comes out, maybe it's not going to be as good as we've been anticipating. Because I've been anticipating the inflation to come down, and I still believe that we are going to come down, but this could give us an early warning that it could actually not come down as much as we were expecting here. So this is definitely something the Fed will be on the watch out for. This means that inflation would then be kind of entrenched into the system. And what would the Fed action be then? Well, let us see, guys, but this serves as an early warning, definitely. I'm going to keep you updated on this data, guys. If this continues to be the trend that the market is expecting the inflation to actually start to potentially go up again, I'm going to continue to talk about that. I'm going to give you an early warning again, but there's no reason to panic here. I still think that the inflation is going to come down, and on the long-term charts here, I still believe that everything is completely fine. But yes, when we see data like this come in, we still have to be cautious. Now, a final note, the Russian well, not central bank, but one of the largest banks in Russia are actually launching a DeFi platform here, a decentralized exchange, which is very, very interesting. From what I understand, this would be the first kind of institutional and national-backed DeFi platform potentially. So we will see what comes out of this. It's expected to launch in early 2023. So this will be very interesting. Now, finally, don't forget to take advantage of the best deposit bonuses available out there. Bybit up to $30,000 using this link right here. And the best deposit bonuses available right now, up to $50,000 over on OKX. So just use this link here. Click this link, taking you to this page, and then you click join now to be able to participate and take advantage of up to $50,000 in rewards. So make sure to use that. Best deposit bonuses available. Guys, that's what I got for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.